Now, that Saturn is in Pisces, the holographic field of the information that is Pisces, which is connected to our subconscious basement, like base, and which is related to history, as far as like the very soup that our DNA programming is involved with, which has everything to do with, now you can look at how religiousness is here. From where did that come? What is it? Where is it going? Like, what is it really? Um, Neptune and Pisces is kind of, we're looking at that, like, as deceptive as it can possibly get and as clear as it can possibly get. Right now we're doing the clarity part with it going retrograde, and I'm just waking up to it. I mean, really, it's along with humanity that we are experiencing this now. Not everybody's a sage like me, making a video trying to tell people, are you feeling it? Check it out. This thing, you know, Saturn is going to be in Pisces for a while, and then for like 2.5 years. But I think so. So by then, by the time it gets away from there, I mean, is it going to go in? See, I have to look at this. See, Neptune is going to go into Aries, which for all of humanity, this is a reset. Neptune, this is a planet going into reset as far as the zodiacal 12 signs, and now it's back at square one, which is really, it's spiraling. There's ever expanding consciousness or contracting consciousness. It depends on the flow there, I guess, the vortex, the awareness, the, you know, person. um, but really, it's just a fact of our entire existential reality. That's what astrology is helping us see and point at. And so I was talking about the polarity, the negative and positive side that's there with all things. So Saturn and Pisces with Neptune. Okay, so with Saturn there now, it's a okay. It has touched. If you notice, when Saturn went into Pisces for the first time, a lot of people awakened to their deepest, innermost subconscious programming, which involves an experience of trauma, most likely. That's where all of that's being inlaid from. And also learning about it, so that's where I learned so much. And that's not easy. It's not easy to go through all of this. I'm speaking for the Aries side that is just innocent and having growing pains, and not handling, like anybody else, not handling the trauma, the transformation very gracefully. The Aries tends to just lash out and say, you really need to step in. Aries people, you'll see, like, it's really a shame when you see them fall to the spiral down thing. But that's something that if you are at all growing and expanding and going through the process of life, which is very difficult, then you are experiencing the agony of defeat kind of thing. Like, it's more like, well, you can't go there, you can't go there. well, what is actually going on here? What is the truth? Is this something I need? How do I drop it? How do I move forward? How do I hang on to with whatever it was of myself? Like especially over the last 3 years talking about it for everybody. They're just trying to relate. How about that? And so, but with the Saturn, and it's not the only thing, but I wanted to zero in on that, on how wise humanity is getting with that current, with the Saturn, and is in the same sign as Neptune. It's not conjuncting, but I think eventually it will. I have to really look at it. I don't have, well, I can try and look at it here while I'm talking, but it's probably in a couple years, because that's what Saturn is doing, is going very slow. It takes a couple years and a half to go all the way through, so I see. Well, Neptune is going backwards and it hits 25 degrees, which I'm not looking forward to this, you guys. This is going back over, now it's going to go to 24 degrees. The only thing I like about it, when it opposes my Venus, like nearly at 23 degrees, God, if I could just, I think I'll do a little bit better with this retrograde, of course. Now that I'm be able to eat food, but, and I do have a rose pair of sunglasses, to just put on and and get a load of my romantic life. Neptune opposing the Venus, it's like a conjunction. It's like the once in 130 360 degrees does it happen. You get an opposition. It's I describe it as, see, it's a Neptune opposite Venus, babes, and so it's the black clouds, but there's the silver lining. You wouldn't even see the silver lining without the black clouds, right? Whatever the cliche thing to say, or whatever you call that. But that's literally what I'm dealing with. And I, as a musician and an artist, here I am, Venus and Virgo. All of that is suffering, babes. Since Neptune has been opposing my Venus, of course I'm thinking, where is my tippy toppy best work that I could do, utilizing an audience? Say, if attention was the best thing um, that sells. Say, if people are paying attention, then there's more likely um, a way I can make money, maybe. You know what I mean? In case that was something I should do pretty soon. About ready to sell everything. It's not right. It is if everybody does it. They sell it back to the government or something. I don't know. Just tell them to fucking give us all the money. Find the smartest person that knows what to do with money. Like, form your own civilization. Let's do that. I don't want to use the bills with the purple fives anymore. And the weird guy sitting there going, like the way that Benjamin Franklin looks. If you look at the guy's face, reminds me of a woman just going, So, but yeah, we could make our own. Just get some beads, a little blue dots on there. Back to, yeah, baby. Let's talk about Saturn, Neptune. I call it a conjunction, but see, here I am looking at it. It's like, well, it kind of goes away. By December, Saturn has gone retrograde, clear back to 0 degrees. I don't know if it goes all the way back into to Aquarius. If it does, no, it doesn't look like it's now. It's moving forward by the end of December. But I'm looking at this amazing, kind of getting really near my Venus again, the Neptune situation. I'm having a blast, to tell you the truth. It's best to be healthy through all of this, so you can kind of experience what I call it, when you say healthy, like the healthy experience of of reality, and if you want to talk about astrology, pointing at it, saying, yeah, there's a positive and negative side to it. In fact, you would be seeing the positive and negative side of it. Like I said, it's like black clouds, silver lining, and boy, is this the theme came up, and what are we doing with that as far as our religions? When we talk about Christianity and these stories that we tell ourselves, and do we ever step away and back from it and just see what stories are in the first place, and what is a metaphor? Anybody remember what a metaphor is? Boy, I'd like to have a real conversation every once in a while with these people that bring up. It's like, okay, I understand it's important to talk about this still. But what do you understand in depth to the point that you can simplify, because you do have an understanding, because if you understand it, you can explain it to a 5-year-old, and I'm sorry, but I'm never going to get above that.